Hello, everybody. I hope you're well. Thank you very much again for tuning in today for this new episode of the LSC podcast, the 20 Years, the 20 Voices, Stories from the Lifelong Learning Centre. Today, I'm joined by my wonderful colleague, Claude. Hi, Claude. Thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And thank you so much for dedicating some time of your day for this chat. I'm really looking forward to it. Claude, we normally start these little conversations with always the same question. And we ask our guests if they could introduce themselves for our audience and maybe a little bit about your role at the Lifelong Learning Centre, how long you've been here, and all the lovely things that you do at the LLC.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Claude. I'm an academic mentor at the Lifelong Learning Centre. I've only been here since July 2024, so less than a year, but I already feel really at home. So it feels like a lot longer. Basically, my role involves offering kind of one-to-one or group sessions to students at the Lifelong Learning Centre to support them with their academic experience and help them succeed academically, whatever that means for the student. So we help students explore a bit about their learning styles, make plans for their studies, and identify any factors and barriers that might be impacting their academic attainment. And a major part of the role is making sure students can access a lot of services in the LSE and on campus. So that's like our lovely student support team and academic skills team, and all the other wonderful people and colleagues we have at the centre.
Oh, thank you so much. And it's wonderful to have you as part of the team. You're always so positive. I think you bring some wonderful energy to the office for us, the colleagues, but obviously to the students as well. And I always enjoy hearing you all laugh at the office. It's so nice. And the work that you do with your other colleagues to support the students is absolutely amazing. So thank you. Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, thank you very much.
And you mentioned you joined last July, so we're getting closer to here, the Lifelong Learning Centre. The second question, so throughout this time at the Lifelong Learning Centre, is there a particular moment or, any highlights or one highlight of your time here so far?
I feel like I have quite a lot of highlights, but I actually think one of my favourite times was like in my first month, because I got to go to some events with the community and partnerships team, and we went to a few like fairs around Leeds, and I got to chat to a lot of people and get involved in Esther's game of guess what's in the sock, where you have to guess what object is hidden in a sock. And it was such a great introduction to the Lifelong Learning Centre for me, and it was a real privilege to hear the stories of everyone we were talking to and like see doors open for them when we started telling them more about the Lifelong Learning Centre and how you can kind of access university. I think that's actually probably my favourite memory. So very early on, but it had a big impact.
Oh, how lovely. And yes, I love the sock challenge that Esther does in the communities. For our listeners, effectively, the communities and partnership team does a lot of activities and events on campus, online, but also in the communities. And we often are there with a stall. And one way to sort of break the ice and start these conversations is with this little sock challenge where people need to touch the objects hidden inside socks and guess what they are. And we find a lot of children really enjoy when perhaps the parents talk to our colleagues about the opportunities, the upcoming events in the Lifelong Learning Centre, find out more a little bit of what we do and we offer as well. So thank you, Claude, for joining us for those. And it's lovely to hear that is a positive memory and a lovely introduction to the Lifelong Learning Centre.
Yeah, it really was. And it's a harder game than it sounds. Guess what's in the sock? It's quite challenging.
It's a head scratch for some of those.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell the audience what's in the socks.
No, you'll have to find out.
Exactly. You might be next playing this game in one of our community galas, and we are there with the stalls, and we hope to see you there, hopefully. Mm-hmm. Okay, then. This conversation are always short and sweet. So we're already at the last question, Claude, which is, if you were to describe the Lifelong Learning Centre in 3 words, what words would you choose and why?
So it's really hard to choose three. And I feel like I'm going to repeat what other people have already said. But I think warmth, curiosity, and like community. I remember coming in for my interview and like immediately feeling very at home in the Lifelong Learning Centre, because the welcome desk are so lovely and the resource area is such like a lovely and comfortable space as well. And there are always groups of students hanging out and doing work or chatting with staff. So it's just like very warm, hospitable vibes. And then I say curiosity because I think there's a real culture of like basically the staff in the Lifelong Learning Centre are very like interesting and also very interested as well, and same with the students. So I get to chat to colleagues about like lots of different things like music and writing and film, and also with students as well. Like whenever I'm talking to a student, I learn like a new fun fact, or they ask me like quite a conceptual question that I would have never have thought about. So that's really fun, and I love that everyone's open to sharing their experiences and knowledge, but also like listening to the experience of other people as well. And then community, which is probably loads of people say, but I think like obviously the LLC community and partnerships team do such amazing work around Leeds, and in the Leeds community, and then the centre itself is just like a mini community within the wider university. And LLC students who've progressed on to different schools always come back to chat to staff or use the resource area. And, you know, like my colleague Russell Downing used to study at the Lifelong Learning Centre. So it's just like a really nice, it's home for a lot of people, which is really lovely.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Beautiful three words. Some of them, yes, have popped up in other conversations, but it does make sense, isn't it? That sense of community, I think a lot of us, if not all of us, can't speak for everyone, but definitely I share the same feeling of community and the warmth and the curiosity as well. You're right. We do are really open to listen to one another and exchange, and we keep the same approach with people. You know, we're here to listen, to support, and really welcoming space to kind of always support someone with their next steps into education as well, and valuing lived experiences and sharing those as well. Amazing. Thank you so much for dedicating your time for this chat today. It's been so lovely to catch up, Claude. Thank you.
Thank you. It's been really fun. Thank you.
And for our listeners, thank you so much as well for tuning in today. We really hope you enjoyed this episode today. There will be more episodes that we will be publishing in the next month with colleagues, alumni, and students. So please, if you do enjoy listening to these conversations, do tune in. And we hope to see you very soon at the Lifelong Learning Centre. Wishing you all a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're up to next. And speak soon. Bye, everyone. Take care.